Okay, here we go. I'm going to show you how to make these beautiful paper roses. First, we need to start out with a square. I'm going to use a combination of a book page, some pink paper, and some more magenta colored paper here. So first I'm going to start out with this page of a book. It was actually a romance novel, so I thought it was sweet, you know, for a Valentine's Day thing. And we're going to need a square. So I kind of like square at the edge with the lines in the column of words. And we're going to go ahead and cut out the triangle we need here. So we open it up and we have a square. And we're going to go ahead and continue folding. We need to make 3 folds. This is 1 fold. This will be our second fold here. And just go ahead and crease it, and 1 more fold. I always fold them upwards. We're going to need to make a cut. So you can go ahead and eyeball it with your scissors, or you can always take a pencil and draw a line here. But we're going to make a good cone shape here. I've heard it referred to as an ice cream cone shape, but I'm going to go ahead and wing it with my scissors. Cut. And then you want to cut the end of the point off as well. And then when you open it, you have a heart without the bottom. So you want to go ahead and make 3 of these. So once we have 3 of these made, we're going to want to open them up. And then we're going to be cutting a bit out of each one. So the first one, we're going to cut 1 section out. So 1 petal essentially. So I'm going to go ahead and make a cut here and here. So we have the first one with 1 petal out. The second one, we're going to go ahead and cut 2 petals. So a quarter of it. Alright, and the third one, we're going to go ahead and cut 3 petals. So 1, 2, 3, here, and here. Okay, so I like to go ahead and we'll line them up in order of petals. And that way it'll be easier to put them together. We're going to start with the largest bit of it here and kind of bend all the pieces in. Some of them were bent the opposite direction, so I like to just check and make sure. And what we're going to do is glue this piece here. So we're going to go ahead and put the glue here. And I have my hot glue gun ready. And then just glue it together. Easy as that. And just to give your petals a little extra, I like to curl the edges. So this is a little straw, little plastic straw I have. You can use a paintbrush, a pencil, anything really. Just gonna curl the edges over. And then we're going to take our next piece, our next smaller piece, and like I said, I like to kind of bend in those pieces, and we're going to glue here. So glue here, stick it to it, and go ahead and roll those edges if you like. I find it's easiest to do it now before everything gets put together. When it gets put together, it's a little more tight to get in there. So just roll it over, and there's our next piece. And just working our way through the pieces from largest to smallest. I love making these paper flowers. They're so pretty. You can do them so many different ways. You can use so many different types of paper with them. Right now I'm using pages from a book, like I said. I literally got this book from the dollar store, so I spent $1 on it. And then I'm also going to be making some more flowers with these paper, this construction paper in the colors. So when we get to these smaller ones, I don't overlap the whole thing. I just kind of overlap a little bit extra and kind of curl it in. We're not going to quite use the same folds, so I don't glue the whole piece, just a bit there, and then curl it in. I also don't tend to curl the edges of these inner ones, because if you look at a real flower, they're actually sticking more straight up and just makes it look more real. Okay, we have 2 pieces left, and for these you can actually use the straw, plastic straw, sorry, or you can use anything you have to kind of curl it up to make it easier to glue it. So I'm just going to do one little line of glue here. It's not big enough to overlap it very much. Okay, and one left. The last one's super important. I always make sure to put this one in. Glue it on. Try not to glue your finger like I just did. Okay, and then we're going to be putting the whole thing together. So it kind of gives you an idea. Okay, so to glue it together, I always glue on the piece that's going into the other piece. So this is the largest piece, this is the second to largest piece, and glue around the edge. And you want to make sure that your petals aren't right on top of each other. You want to stack them. There we go. Okay, next piece. Glue on the edge. And again, the petals aren't right on top of each other. Just kind of to the side. Kind of squish it in there. Three more pieces here. Stick it in there nice and tight. Starts kind of creating a point at the bottom. Okay, last one. There you have it. And you can still curl over those edges if they're not quite as curled as you would hope. And you were hoping. Curl those over. All right, final product, super cute.